Hey everyone, this is Ashton Henry here. Hope you all are doing well. I am doing well myself, but 2K23 WWE pissed me off. And it's specifically because of the players and online. Now, this will be a rant video. I'm going to tell you all this right now. I hate ranting. I know you guys know me as a person that love to, just record my fun videos and make fun, stuff for you guys. But I just cannot stress to you how incredibly annoying it is to constantly deal with the online bullshit of 2K. And of course, we have the players that have no skill whatsoever. Now, I'm going to be real here. And we're first going to talk about the online here. The online fucking sucks, okay? I'm going to point this out here. The online in the 2K games, from the previous one I played, from 2K22 to 2K23, the online is nothing but complete booty cheeks. Like, I swear to you. Let me just actually fucking explain this shit and stop, beating around the bush here. The thing that really gets me upset is how the game will not register some of the counters. Now, I'm a person who is really patient when it comes to countering, and I know exactly when and when not to counter. But with 2K23's online system, I can't counter shit. I legitimately cannot counter any attack. And it's because of the delay. Now, I could say that, the delay, shouldn't really be that much of a big deal for me because I play a wrestling game called Rumble Roses, and that game has delay as well. That has delay. But the only difference is with Rumble Roses online and 2K23's online is that with Rumble Roses I can, actually be able to do stuff with the countering system rather than 2K23 where it's like, oh, the Y button popped up for you? Well, too bad. You're not actually able to counter any of this shit. It's generally infuriating to deal with because I could literally end up winning the match at any point in time because, like I said, I am not playing this game super competitively. I'm just trying to play the game to have fun or just to record a fun online video for you all. But I'm constantly having to deal with all of this just delay with attacks or with certain, pins and whatnot, and I'm just constantly getting screwed over. And what makes this even worse than that is how sometimes with certain attacks, where it's like, oh, I should be able to counter this hit, the game just does not want to do so. It does not want to counter the attack, and that's annoying to me. I know the attack I need to counter, and the game is just flat out saying no to those inputs. Or how I know that the person's gonna try to throw me into the freaking corner. I know they're gonna press B, but then the game says no. I can't counter anything. It's so annoying. And what makes this even worse, personally, the one thing that genuinely pisses me off with online, and this is the thing that'll happen every now and then, it's how there will be a ridiculous message that pops up with online that'll have some text on there. I'll go ahead and insert it in the video so that you guys can know what I'm talking about. But that's so incredibly annoying that the text will pop up while I'm still playing a match. Why not have it to where if the match is laggy, I can be able to, be able to do a certain input for me to be able to, make it to where I want to be able to disconnect the CPUs or disconnect the players so I can just play them on my own. I just cannot stress to you how infuriating it is to deal with that. There will be sometimes where I'm actually winning the match And the game's like, oh no, we're just gonna go ahead and just raw disconnect you. I'm just like, what is this nonsense? Like what is this? What is this? It's so goddamn garbage. And then of course we have to talk about the main thing, and that is the players themselves. I'm gonna point this out here. 2K WWE players are garbage. Okay, I'm being dead serious. Like, besides a handful of people that I have faced and then be like, okay, they're not cheesing or anything whatnot, or just being annoying. Like, I genuinely cannot stress to you how annoying these 2K players are. Like, you'll see this further in the AJ Lee versus like Kari-san part of the video. But the one thing that infuriates me is how people will constantly do one thing for an entire match and then they never get punished for it. For example, one of the biggest things that drives me insane is how they will constantly do one thing for an entire match. For example, you know how in Rumble Roses, you're actually able to tell if the person's gonna run, towards you, and you can actually be able to like counter them and essentially like, punish them for it. I really feel like that you're not able to punish people that are just constantly running and doing all these ridiculous attacks. Like, they will just constantly keep on running and running and running and running and running. Just rinse and repeat. And another thing that drives me just completely insane about players is just how unskillful they are. Like, really, like, I genuinely cannot stress you how least skill like people have when it comes to playing this game. And especially where they have to rely on these ridiculous moves that are pretty much unblockable, and they can pretty much win the match because of it. And that really drives me insane, because it's like, I know I can be able to win this match, but the game is saying, hell no. I'm not going to do the input that you want, or I'm not actually going to be able to let you, counter anything. I'm just going to go ahead and make your day absolutely terrible. And what makes the players even worse, in my opinion, is when they end up camping outside the ring. You know how 2K23 has the system where you're able to roll out after taking a lot of damage, and you can be able to kind of get out the ring and be able to, regain your footing. With this game, I can't do that. I cannot, for the love of God, understand, like why people have to just camp outside the ring. Like, come back in and finish the fight. Stop being a godforsaken coward. And like I said, you will see the running part in this part with, AJ Lee and Kari-san fighting here, and me unfortunately losing because of some absolute BS that is 2K. I genuinely cannot stress to you, like, how like this right here, like, you guys can see it right here, how this person just camps outside the ring and is just taunting their ass off. Like, what are you taunting for outside the ring? Like, if you don't get back in a fight? Anyways, what was I on before? God, I don't remember what I'm talking about. It'll probably come back to me later on, but let's continue with the 2K players. What I also do not like, and this is something that I hate the 2K series for doing ever since 2K22 came out. I hate the fact that you have to determine they are either countering A, B, or A, B, or X to figure out if they're actually, doing attacks. Like, why can't I not just naturally counter them if it's like the A or X button to figure out if they're, spamming a button? Like this, people can just constantly spam one button and they will never get punished for it. Like this right here, like, I could not tell which button he was pressing. And yes, I understand 2K22 and 2K23 is all about trying to predict which button they're gonna press. But it's like they spam it so many times you think that, oh, well, they're gonna probably do one button here. I can't be able to figure out shit. I can't be able to figure out if this person's gonna press the X, B, or A button. And they're just constantly spamming it for the entire match. Like, it's so annoying, and it's just like, oh, I could have been able to win this match if I figured out which button it was that they're using that's allowing them to do all this damage. Like, it's so annoying. And I really love it how when I try to counterattacks, it doesn't fucking work at all and there's a delay, and yet when I end up doing it, they have the reaction of Quicksilver. It's so cheap. Like, I genuinely cannot stand these 2K players. That's why I really try not to play with other, players like that. Why I normally try to play, with people like YouTube Viral or one of my other friends, because at least I know they're not gonna try to cheese and just be absolutely annoying. But it's like with here, like other players, I genuinely cannot tell if they're being skillful or not, or they're just being fucking garbage. Like, it's so goddamn annoying. Like, it just pisses me off. And like I said before, I understand it's a game about trying to, see which button your opponent is gonna press. I can understand that, okay? But it's like, if that's the case, why is it always, like the players on the other end that can't do shit whatsoever? Like, genuinely, in 2K22 and 23, it really feels like you're just a deer in headlights. Like, you just cannot do anything whatsoever against them. Like, you're pretty much screwed at that point. Like, you're pretty much screwed. Oh my god, dude, these 2K players are annoying. And I also love the fact how when they end up, beating you, they want to talk so much goddamn trash. Like, oh, well, I just went ahead and beat you with a level 90 or whatnot, because with this game, you're able to have, certain buffs. Or, not certain, but, yeah, I guess attributes. How you can be able to customize your character's attribute points. Like, they'll end up posting that or saying, haha, you trash. Like, and all this other dumb bullshit. Or, even worse, is that when you don't actually want to face against them, you want to be like, haha, yeah, you're trash, bro. You can't do shit. I'm just like, nigga, because you're just doing nothing but spamming. And yes, I am black. I can say this, okay? Chill out. I already know there's going to be a lot of you in the comments section that are gonna be like, you can't say the N-word. I am black, okay? And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will gladly go ahead and do a face reveal for you guys. But yeah, I just had to go ahead and just say all this crap because, as I said before, I cannot stand 2K23's online system. Like, I want to constantly think that, 2K, like, is fun, but it's not. And especially when it comes to the online and the goddamn players. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.